So let's make a plate. If you want to make a smaller plate, I recommend that you use 2 sticks the same size, because when you use your roller you can get the exact thickness all over the place. It will be perfect for that. Now I am going to make a bigger one, a big plate, so I am going to do this just by feeling how thick it is. Let's start by kneading. I have this glass plate, perfect, and you need a piece of cloth to put in between so that the clay won't stick. Now let's start by making the clay to put into this mold, and yeah, let's continue from there. I turn it many times. This way you will get even thickness all the way. Just take your time, don't rush, and try to get it as even as possible. And I actually don't have any air bubbles in this, so that's good. Okay, I think this is enough. Now, let's see with the plate. You can do it this way, or then you can just try to get the clay into the plate. I prefer this way. Yeah, it's enough. So now, just put the plate on top, and then kind of quickly turn it all around and try to get the clay to come loose from the surface, like that. Turntable, coverlet is what we call it in Finland, and it's now time to remove the extra material. I use this sharp stick of metal. I don't really know what it is. Just by keeping it the same place all the time, you will get a perfect plate. Like that. Now for the next step. I want to make the edges a little bit softer. So I just push with my fingers. And I also use a sponge with a little bit of water, not too much, to flatten it out and to make it perfect. I want to use this as a serving plate for salad, etc. And I want to make some, I don't know, something just by hand. And I use this, it's a silicone tip. Very nice when you want to paint or just draw on clay, especially wet clay. But before that, I use a sponge to smoothen it out a little bit, just like this. Okay, I'm happy. So now let's just start drawing. And I want to make a tree. And I also want to make this picture just by using one line. I will not lift my brush or silicone tip pen, whatever I should call this. So this is going to be a tree. With branches. And I might put a moon or a bird or something in there too. So there's the tree. Let's continue. This is really nice when you glaze it, because the glaze will go into these deeper drawings and it will give a great effect to this. Now I'm almost done, you see, but I think I'll put a star in here. So just a line and a star like that. And yeah, I'm happy. One tree, one strange star. Maybe a bird. Let's put a bird in here too. So, and the finishing touch. My personalized stamp. You can actually see in my videos how to make this if you don't already have it. So there you go. The only thing we need to do with this plate is to put plastic around it. It will otherwise dry too quickly. You can actually remove it from the plate when you feel that it's getting a little bit drier. It doesn't have to be totally dry. The amount of dryness is really easy to also know. If it's still cold, then you know it's not dry. If it feels just like the temperature in the room, then it's okay. It's almost ready for the kiln. Now put a lot of plastic around it, and if you put all around, you need maybe to open it up every now and then. Important is, don't just leave one side outside of the plastic, because then it will dry too quick on this side and you will have cracks on it. So important that it dries evenly all over the table. I am going to glaze this by blowing the glaze. I will show you later.